California, Burke-Bancroft, and today my presentation will be based on the challenges nursing grads face today. Nursing, after being pioneered by the renowned Florence Nightingale, has evolved into a fast-growing profession. A profession of integrity and respect. However, in its growth, is nursing profession growing too fast? Are there way too many nurses for hire? I will give an overview of what nursing is all about. According to ANA 2014, nursing is the protection, promotion, and optimization of health and abilities, prevention of illness and injury, alleviation of suffering through the diagnosis and treatment of human response, and advocacy in the care of individuals, families, communities, and populations. I will discuss three main points that support the theme of this presentation. The first point would include the challenges new graduated nurses face in finding a job. After the nurse graduates from nursing school, her expectation is to find a job in a hospital, maybe a rehab center, or even a nursing home. But to her surprise, it becomes very difficult to land a job. Nursing was once viewed as a recession-proof field with a chronic labor shortage. But there is a new reality for nurses. It's hard to find a job. That's 2012. I would like to shift your attention to the bar chart. When we look at the key, the gray portion represents average vacancies, while the red represents new nurse RN grads, whether they be associate level or bachelor's. In 2008, we can see here the average vacancies had a higher demand for jobs than nursing, here in the red. In 2009, there was a change. There was more jobs in the average vacancies category than nursing. Nurses here in 2009 found it very difficult to land jobs. And even in 2010, the average vacancies, the other professions, it was easy for them to acquire jobs. Than compared to nursing, nursing found it very difficult by 50%. Now I have explained the first point, I will move on to the second point. The influx of nurses with no experience makes them less marketable for hire. When the new nurse graduates from nursing school, she finds it very difficult to find a job, because most agencies would want the nurse to come to the table with proper skills. During the clinical rotation, that's the only nursing skills that the new nurse would acquire. However, the hospitals, the rehab centers, or the nursing home want the nurse to come with a year experience. According to research by ASRN in 2014, with data including that nationally, 36% of new grads can find work 4 months after graduating, and in California alone, 43% of new grads are unable to find work 8 months after graduation. Unemployment for entry-level nurses remains historically record high unemployment rates since the start of the Great Recession. Now that I have explained the second point, I will move on to the last point. The cost to hire a new grad. After graduating from school, the new nurse only has clinical experience. However, the hospital finds it very costly to train this new grad in order for her to be fully skilled to work. It can cost almost $97,000 to teach one nurse what he or she needs to know to become competent in 1 year. What organization can afford to keep paying this price only to lose the nurse it hired? Saver, Table, and Alfaro Fair, page 69. Now that I have explained the last point, I will move on to my conclusion. Despite the challenges that besiege the new grad, the future may prove to be brighter. There may be hope for the new graduate nurse in order to land a job. According to Kurtz in 2013, demand for healthcare services is expected to climb as more baby boomers retire and healthcare reform makes medical care accessible to more people. As older nurses that start retiring, economists predict a massive nursing shortage will emerge in the United States. At this time, I will take any questions.
What can nurses do to become more proficient at their skills?
A new nurse just passing out of nursing school. Since she's so unskilled, as said by the hospitals, her best, the best thing for her to do is to get certification in different fields, whether it be vent, knowing how to manage a vent, client an event, or perhaps in cardiology or even in home care. So once she acquires all these certifications and these skills, it will make her more marketable for hire. Thank you very much for your listening ears.